So I have with me today Chris Draper. Chris,
Yes.
tell us a little about what you do around the church.
I am a doorman, a greeter. I make sure that all of the lights are turned off after service. Any services we have where our pastor is not going to be here, we're going to have a guest pastor. I also unlock the doors, turn the lights on, get the sound equipment up and going, turn on screens in the sanctuary.
Quite a bit of stuff.
I do a bit. Sometimes I assist with children's church on Wednesday nights, playing characters. Usually Jesus.
What was life like for you before Jesus?
Before Jesus, I was very shy, very timid, very quiet fellow. I had anxiety issues, and I couldn't go to Walmart because too many people, and it overwhelmed me, so I couldn't go to Walmart. Large public places I could not tolerate.
You were kind of anxious about coming here for the first time.
I was very anxious, yes. Yes, I was. This is true. Bunch of people I didn't know in a somewhat confined space in my mind. Yeah, I didn't do well beforehand.
It was uncomfortable to say
It
the
was
least.
very uncomfortable.
And this is what you live with on a normal basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since the age of 12, 13. Yeah. Secluded.
Yeah.
Small groups.
Small groups.
Very small, select group of people that I would interact with.
You did start regularly attending church,
I did.
but then you hit a rough spot.
You could say that.
Tell us about the rough spot.
Well, I became ill, and all of my symptoms were presenting as though I had had a stroke. My voice was messed up. I had to use a walker. I had to do physical therapy. I had to go to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for, I want to say that was 4 or 5 days. Spent my birthday that year in the hospital. When I got out, I had to do physical therapy at home twice a week, and that went on for, from April until June of that year, so a decent while. It was not a fun period. It was a struggle for sure. Living with it and trying to make sense of it in my head. But then it ended rather miraculously, I would say.
Yeah, we've got a good picture. Got a good picture. Tell in the picture we see you with a walker holding it up in the air. What happened at that service?
Well, in that service, I received the Holy Ghost, and immediately I was healed from that.
Oh, and your speech too. Your speech was
cleared up.
Yeah.
I was back to my normal voice.
And before that, you were barely able to
get
speak.
Words out. Yes, speaking during that period was a physical strain. It took a lot of force to try to make a word come out. And trying to speak it always led to me kind of contorting and twisting and trying to force the words out.
Yeah. I can remember that now when you went up to the front with that walker. You
Yes.
were carrying that, walking with that walker.
Yes, I was.
And you made your way to the front. And during the service, the minister came and laid hands on you. And all of a sudden, I heard this deep voice bellowing through the sanctuary, Jesus, Jesus.
I was back.
It was amazing. It was the hand of God reached down
And
completely
absolutely
changed.
just made me right, made me functional, restored my speech, and I mean, I got the Holy Ghost.
Which is the most important.
That is the most important part. If I didn't get the healing, I got the Holy Ghost.
That's right. That's right. Since that day,
Yes.
how has your life changed?
Well, I should backtrack a bit to life before Jesus to answer this question. I was a car fanatic. Bad fanatic. And it's not an issue to enjoy the car hobby. That's a normal thing. People do. But I was excessive in that I had way too many vehicles for my age at that point, and it was not due to necessity. It was just because I saw one, I liked it, I wanted it, and I racked my brain trying to figure out ways to get that car.
It had turned into an addiction for you.
It was an absolute addiction, a very unhealthy one. At that point, I had 26 vehicles, and that was not
By what age?
by 29, 28. Yeah, 20. By 28, I had 26 vehicles, and it wasn't healthy because I ended up in bankruptcy twice because of my addiction to vehicles, wanting another one, and not being able to afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you could call it car crazy. I was just gone. My mind was gone over cars. Had to get another one, had to get another one, had to get another one.
A compulsion.
Absolute compulsion, obsession, impulse. Just, that was a car I bought, and I kept it for 2.5 or 3 months before I was on to the next one because I was so obsessed. After receiving the Holy Ghost, I'm still a fan of cars. I am not insane about cars. I don't try to jump from car to car to car to car. I'm content. I have found contentment with whatever vehicle I have. I'm not looking to get another car. I still see cars I like, sure, but I'm not racking my brain trying to figure out how to get it.
Right.
I'm fine with what I have.
And some people might not understand, that may sound almost silly to some people.
Yeah.
But it was a real issue.
That was a huge problem. I mean, it was there. It was there. It was something. And I don't have that problem anymore. I can see, I used to spend a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace, driving around the car lots, looking at cars, and it would always lead to me finding one that I wanted, and then the mission was on. How do I get it? What do I do? What half-brained scheme can I come up with in my head to be able to get this car? And now I don't have that.
You don't have that. You don't have the anxiety.
I do not. I can now go up and talk to most anybody. I'm a very much a personable person now.
You will testify at church in front of a group.
I do that sometimes, yes.
And
I have spoken to the church, not necessarily in testimonies, but just in general. I have stood up and said something on several occasions, and it didn't bother me one bit.
which is a large difference.
That is a miracle. From where I was to being able to do that now, that is a miracle. I would just about, if I was forced before my healing and my blessing, if I was forced to have to speak in front of a large group of people or even a small group of people that I didn't know, I couldn't do it. It was not gonna happen. It was not going to happen. I would run away. I would go hide somewhere. I would make myself not around to do that because it's just not something I could do. The anxiety was too much. Couldn't do it. Too much pressure. Felt like everybody was staring at me. Nobody cared. Nobody was looking at me. But it felt like it.
Yeah.
And I could not take all of that.
What would you say to someone who is faced in similar shoes as you were, whether it's addiction, anxiety, and what would you say to someone struggling with those kind of things today?
Find God. He can help you. And as our pastor says, he's not a respecter of persons. So if he did it for me, he can do it for you. There is help. There is restoration. There is renewing of life. There is new life when you come to Jesus. Just try to find a church. Try to find a church where you don't feel pressured to be a certain way, to do a certain thing, but where you will be preached. You will have the truth about God preached to you. Get close to God is the main is the bottom line. Get close to God. He brings healing. He brings deliverance. He brings all the good stuff.
He does.
He's the answer to any issue.
Yeah.
To anxiety, to stress, to addiction, to any problem that you could possibly have in life. He's the answer.
Right. He completely changed your life. For sure.
Absolutely. I mean, 100%. My life now is a new life. From where I was before, this is 100% a new life.
And
I'm a new guy.
you are. You are. And you have brought several people to church with you. And you are a light out there in the world now. Where you were hiding away,
Yes.
now you're a shining light.
I mean, that's the point. That is the point. We got to shine our light in the darkness. The world is dark.
It is dark.
So it is up to us as followers of Christ to shine that light, be that light. Because light in darkness, it attracts. It will draw people. It draws attention. And some people will decide if they want what you have. They'll see the light and they say, well, I want that light.
And you never know who you will affect. You never know
No.
who's going to come out of a situation like you did
No.
and have their life completely changed.
That's
also.
right.
So,
For every situation like mine, there are countless other similar situations and totally different situations with the same exact answer. Jesus.
Right.
Come to the Lord. That's where the answer is. He is the answer. It's just fact. He is the answer.
He is the answer. No matter what you're going through.
That's right.
He is the answer.
That is correct.
Well, Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for letting me sit here and ask you these questions.
Sure.
And
I'm not the least bit anxious. I'm fine.